Oh, I should got me some water. Let me go get me some water. Is it? Yeah. I'll be back here. Stay there. I'm going to get some water. We could have went outside because it's actually looks like it's nice out there. It's kind of windy, I think. I think it's windy, so we don't want to go out there. This water ain't even that cold. They must have just put this in there. Because it ain't even cold. And it came from the refrigerator and it ain't. Don't laugh at my hair, y'all. My hair just, I don't know. Don't ask me what it's doing, because I don't know. It said you can now put people in timeout for different lengths ranging from 10 seconds to 24 hours. Okay. Hopefully I won't put nobody in timeout. Hey, Sundrop. So I was it yesterday? Must have been. Yesterday, I was looking at Cheryl Gabrowski's video. And I guess she had a run-in with Eat with Q and her mama. So she said that her and Eat with Q's mama talked on the phone on Instagram. Because people can call you on Instagram. And she said first Eat with Q called her. And I missed what their conversation was. But she said she talked with Eat with Q's mama. And her mama basically cussed her out and threatened her. Like, leave my daughter alone. You fat, you old, you just was going in on her. And I'm like, what? Like, do she know for sure that that was Eat with Q's mama? Or was it a troll? Because these people are willing to go to any length now. And they will troll you and pretend like they're somebody. Does she know for sure she was really talking to Eat with Q and Eat with Q's mama? Did she prove that? Because, hey, Miss Elizabeth, because she still ain't proved none of that stuff that she said. Her source and all of this information that she supposedly got from somebody that was telling her, Lord Phyllis, where you been, girl? You been gone for like, what, a year? I'm still here, girl. I'm still here. Girl, where you been? I had almost forgot about you, girl. You been gone for so long? My goodness. Phyllis just popped up. So I'm just wondering, did she really talk with Eat with Q's mama? And is Eat with Q's mama ghetto like that? Oh, you been going through some health issues? Well, girl, you could have at least shot me an email and told me that you was okay or something. I didn't know what had happened to you, girl. I thought you had just dropped me like some other people. Well, they ain't dropped me, but you know how this YouTube thing goes through phases. People be on you for a while, and then they ain't on you no more. And then they be like, girl, where you been? And I've been here the whole time. I ain't left. I ain't been nowhere. Girl, good to see you. So I'm really wondering, is was she really talking to Eat with Q? Yeah, don't drop me, girl. Because that if it was Eat with Q's mother, that was really an interesting conversation because there were some threats made and everything. And I'm just wondering, was that really them? I mean, it's something that a mother probably could say because don't no mother want to come online and someone is talking about their child. Period. Like I wouldn't want to get on here and somebody going in on my kids without me saying something. But I'm not going to start with a threat. That's hard to believe that no one I have seen her mother and she been nice and quiet speaking. That's what I thought. Because didn't Eat with Q mama come on my channel one time and she was like, thank you for being nice to my daughter or something? Didn't that happen? Or did I imagine that? Like a year ago or something? And I don't keep screenshots like that because it's not that important. But somebody's mama thanked me. I don't know who mama it was, child. I ain't getting into it with nobody mama. I have hypothyroidism now, sis. My blood levels are all over the place. And my doctor said something about Girl, you got all the things I got. Everything I got. I'm hypothyroid too. And my blood levels are crazy. And I am super anemic. So we twinsies. We twins. And I have sickle cell. So we twinsies. I did go back to the dentist today and he was like, oh yeah, it's healing. It's healing kind of slow. I said, yeah, because it's still hurting. It's not hurting all the time, but it's still kind of sore. And he said, oh yeah, because it's healing kind of slow. And so, when I went over some of my medical conditions with him, he was like, oh, okay, well, that's understandable. I am anemic. I have hypothyroidism. I'm not claiming that pre-diabetic. I'm not even going to claim that. Okay? That's one thing. I'm not claiming that. Because my A1C is still good. So, yeah, I had a tooth. You haven't been here, but I had a tooth pulled. And it's still not healed completely. And he's saying that it could have affected my TMJ because I had that before, because now my jaw is clicking. Sometimes when I eat, it clicks. But he's like, as long as the clicking isn't painful, then it just has to heal. Because when you open your mouth wide enough for them to pull a tooth out and they're pulling on your jaw with force, don't think that it's not going to mess up the alignment of your jaw, because it is. It can mess up the nerves in your jaw. They make it seem like an extraction is something simple, but it's not. That extraction could mess up the alignment of your jaw. It can trigger the nerve, the trigeminal nerve can be triggered, and TMJ, which is that something, the joint in your jaw, that can be triggered and be upset. And so it looks like some of those things have happened because my jaw is clicking. Not all the time, but sometimes when I chew, it's clicking. So he said I can eat, but kind of still stick to, soft things. Don't eat anything hard yet. So, we still kind of like in the same boat that I was in. We all live in Delaware, and I know people that know her, and Q can fight her own battles. And I'm pretty sure that Q can. Like I don't see Q as weak, but as a mother, we will defend our children. Now, I'm not saying that this is the case because it just don't sound right. It just don't sound right. Yeah, girl, that's the thing. When they pulled the tooth, you could hear that crunch. And that was what sent me. That crunch. Well, we're going to talk about that after. So, Cheryl made a video the other day, yesterday, and I guess she said she going to come back and either today or tomorrow and get on some of the content creators. Because, I had made a video, and I hope she ain't got no, I'm not going to have no beef. I don't do beef no more. But she may be a little bit upset with me because, what was that? She may be a little bit upset with me because I did say that women in their 50s, you cannot expect a woman in her 30s to be on the same level as a woman in her 50s. Cheryl, them being married twice. I think she said one of her marriages, she was married for 20 years. She done been married and divorced twice. There's no way Eat with Q is going to have the same anything as a woman that done been married and divorced twice. A woman that's got kids. Eat with Q been married 6 months. She don't have any children. So Eat with Q is not going to be on the same mental, emotional level as a 50-something-year-old woman who done been married twice and divorced and got kids. There's no way that she can do that. She has not lived long enough to do that. And Cheryl is saying, oh yes, it don't matter about age. It definitely matters about age. With age comes wisdom and experience. All of those things count. A 30-year-old woman is not on the same level emotionally as a 50-something-year-old woman. We're not on the same level. We're not even in the same generation. And Cheryl is upset. Oh, she should be deep. She should be this. She should be able to introspect. Like a 30-something-year-old woman ain't talking about into introspecting. And if they are, it's still on a totally different level. I'm pretty sure when Cheryl was 30, she wasn't introspecting. She wasn't thinking about introspecting. So why does she think a 20-something-year-old woman or a 30-year-old woman would be thinking about introspecting? When I was 30, I wasn't even thinking about introspecting. I wasn't thinking about crystals. Of course, I grew up in the church. But I had even got away I wasn't even going to church in my 30s like I was growing up because I was tired of the church. I was ready to do something different. I was ready to go out with my friends. I was out here trying to shake my ass at the club, going to happy hours and living my life finally. I had got away from my mama. And I love, y'all know I love my mama. It's not like, oh my God, I left her. But I had, got out from under her. I had got out away from a horrible marriage. So in my 30s, I was living. The last thing I was thinking about was introspecting. I was thinking about drinking, which happy hour was popping, where we was going out to dinner, where was the after party, all of that kind of stuff. I wasn't thinking about introspecting. I didn't get into introspecting and thinking deeply and crystals and manifesting and meditation and all of that stuff until I got in my 40s, until I got to the point where I got still and stop partying and stop doing all of those things. Then God was able to deposit certain things in my spirit. But while I was moving and popping and shaking and out here ringing and twisting, as my mama used to call it, shout out to my mama, when I was out here ringing and twisting and living it up, I wasn't thinking about no introspecting. Girl, get out of here, bartender. And it ain't too many 30-year-olds out here thinking about that. Now, it's some 30-year-olds who are, tree huggers and the little hippie girls who are out here and they're thinking about manifesting and all of that stuff. But they're only going so deep also. Their manifesting is surface level, because they haven't lived long enough to really deeply get into that. Like if you 50 and you on the same level as a 20 or 30-year-old, it's something wrong with you. You the problem. Am I the problem? Yes, you are. Because if you haven't learned anything in those 50 years that God have put you on this earth, then you a problem. If you 50 and still doing the things that you was doing when you was 30 and you still consider yourself to be on the same level as them, then you the problem. I don't know a 30-year-old that's on the same level as me. I don't. Now, I'm not saying that 30-year-olds are dumb, but they have not lived and experienced life and gathered the wisdom that I have. You're not on my level. You're not. You've been married 6 months. 6 months. You don't know nothing about marriage. You only been married 6 months. I've been married 10 years and I'm still learning. But that's 10 years longer than you've been married. Okay? And I got almost 30 years on you. You 30, I'll be 60 next year. I got almost 30 years on you. You wasn't even on this earth. And I had already been here almost 30 years. Learning, growing, experiencing. No, sweetheart, you're not on the same level as me. You're not. And that's not to say that you're dumb or, you're ignorant or you're not spiritual. Yes, you can be spiritual, but you're not on my level. You ain't lived a life that I didn't live. You haven't lived. You still out here trying to figure it out. You've been married 6 months, and the majority of, and I'm speaking about Eat with Q right now. She been married a good 6 months. And the majority of their marriage, they haven't even lived together. Eat with Q is in Belize or one of them Caribbean islands. And supposedly her husband is in Africa. They're not even together. There has not been one time. Let me turn my fan on. There has not been one time that me and my husband, since we've been married, December 13th, 2013, the only time that we ever spent the night apart was when I was in the hospital. That was it. That was the only time we spent the night apart. And the only reason why we spent the night apart then was I told him to go home and check on Gizmo. We had Gizmo at home, and I didn't want Gizmo to stay home by himself and hold his feet. So I sent my husband home to check on him. That's the only time we've ever been separate. So you're not, you're not on the same level with me. And I'm not saying that, Eat with Q has ever said anything, but this is to mute Cheryl's point that these young people are on the same level with us. They're not. They're not. Nowhere near. I done been through things that Eat with Q ain't even close to. I done been through the change of life, menopause. I've had babies. Eat with Q ain't had a baby. My kid's grown. I'm a grandmother. You're not on the same level with me. And I don't care how, I don't care about your degrees or none of that. You may have been to school, but you're not on the same life lesson or life path that I'm on. It's totally different. Age makes a huge difference. And if you can't see that, you're not introspecting on the level that you think you are. Your lane ain't that deep if you don't understand that. I have grandkids. Eat with Q don't even have children yet. She doesn't even know what it's like to be a mother yet. She's not on the same level with us. And that was my point. Like the people that's on here in our 50s and stuff, we can't expect these young people. Now, Adrian, that's a whole different ballpark. Adrian in her 50s. Everything that's going on with Adrian is Adrian's fault. Girl, you old enough to be held accountable for everything. But Eat with Q is still young. There are so many things that she has not even experienced yet. Sheila D said, my husband was in the military and we were separated for a year a while ago. But that's different. Okay, that scared the shit out of me. Your husband in the military, yeah, that's to be expected because sometimes, your husband is deployed or whatever. But me and my husband, we, by the grace of God, we've never been separated. They married, just living apart, but still in love, missing each other from what I gathered. Right. But what I'm saying is, when you're not living together, you're not having those experiences. That's a gap to me. Being away from your husband, you're not getting those day-to-day experiences because you guys are not living together. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can. Yeah, but FaceTime can only do so much. You can't sleep with somebody on FaceTime. So your experiences is totally different than someone that is living with their husband every day. That's totally different. And long distance relationships are totally different from relationships where you with your husband on a day-to-day basis. It's not the same. I experience my husband every day. We are here with each other every day. Long distance relationships are totally different. You are wishing, especially if you really love that person, you are wishing that the person was there with you. You are longing for that person. You are missing that person, especially if you guys really love each other. I don't miss my husband because he right here. When he go to work, I know he coming home. You know what I mean? So there is a huge difference between a long distance relationship and having your husband at home with you every day. And there is a huge difference between women in their 30s and women in their 50s. And if you can't understand that, then you really not introspecting. You just talking. And this whole introspecting situation, we all introspect. I think we all, if you have any common sense, you can look at yourself and see the things that you're doing wrong if you want to. If you want to change certain things going on in your life, you are introspecting. You are saying, oh, if I eat a lot of carbs and I don't exercise, I'm going to be fat. I don't want to be fat. Okay, well, what can I do to change that? I got out of a relationship. What do I want in my next relationship? How can I help those things to happen? You're introspecting. We all introspect. You know, I'm trying my best to understand, like, some people, it's hard for me to understand you because you're not the only person doing that. Other people do it too. Maybe they just don't do it on your level, but they do it. We all introspect. We all think about certain things in our lives. Now, whether we change those things is totally different. The doctor then told me, stop eating. Okay, Miss Brown, you're going to have to, you know, curb your sugar intake because if you don't, you can have diabetes. After that doctor's appointment, I'm introspecting. I'm saying, you know, he's right. I'm going to have to stop drinking sodas and lighten up on my, you know, sugar. Really stop drinking sodas because he was like, that was my main thing. If you cut out all sodas, that'll be a big, you know, boost for your system to cut out a lot of the sugar that you intake if you stop drinking sodas. So I'm going through this whole thing after my doctor's appointment. What I can do, what I should be doing, what I can cut out, what I'm able to cut out, what can I bring in to replace that. I'm doing all that. That's introspecting. We all do it. We all think about how we can change things in our mind. Now, do we change them? Do we change them? Did I change? Yeah, I changed for about 2 weeks. And then I was like, God damn, I want a soda. I was doing good. I was exercising and everything. But when I had this tooth pulled, I was like, oh no, I don't feel like it. I'm too tired to exercise. I don't feel good. And I just kind of, you know, slacked up. I'm going to try to get back, you know, and then here come the introspecting again. Girl, you know, you got to get back out there. You know you don't want diabetes. You scared of needles. You don't want to do none of the things. So you got to go back, you know, to doing right. We all introspect. We all talk to ourselves. Everybody wants the best for themselves. Everybody does. It's just hard for us to change. That's our problem. We all talk to ourselves. We all have that little tiny voice in us telling us what we should and should not be doing. We all have that voice. It ain't one person that have it and the rest of us don't. God is speaking to all of us. You ain't no better than nobody else. God talks to all of us. We we all have that voice. We all have a connection to the Creator. You know, some people try to make it seem like their relationship is so much stronger to God and there's so much. I'm so spiritual and I'm so this and I'm so. We all are. God don't have no respect, no respecter of persons. Who is it? Hold on, y'all. Hello? Hey, what's up? I'm on live right now. I'll call you back, okay? It wasn't nothing important. I was just calling to see did you get that email from Amani. Well, if she had your email, she should have emailed you with the link for her school fundraiser. So check your email if she got your email. Okay, bye. Um, we all have a connection to God. Even me. Even me. Being initiated in Lukumi and receiving the hand of Ifa, I'm not no closer to God than none of y'all. Y'all have the same relationship with God that I have. Maybe I talk to him a little bit more than you do. But that don't mean he like me more than he like you. We all his kids. He like all of us different. Just like the kids that you have. I got 2 kids. I don't like one of them no more than the other one. They both get on my nerves. I happen to like them both right now. There ain't nobody getting on my nerves right now. I like them both. That's how God is. No matter how many of us it is on this planet, he likes us all. He ain't picking out nobody. Because y'all love to say stuff like, soon as you get a Mercedes or a BMW or you get a house, look at God. Oh, I'm highly favored. We're all highly favored. If you woke up this morning, you're highly favored. God loves you. If you're still breathing, you're highly favored. He loves you. You don't have to be driving a Mercedes to be highly favored. Okay? God loved me when I had a bus pass. Okay? My love for God ain't connected to material things. See, that's where some of y'all mess up at. You feel like God is only favoring you when he is showering you. He is favoring you when he wakes you up in the morning. He is favoring you when you wake up on this side and instead of the other side. When you ain't laying up in the mortuary, you still favored. So don't get it twisted. Your gift ain't no bigger than mine. We all gifted. God done gave us all gifts. Every last one of us is gifted. It's what you decide to do with your gift. See, some of us decide to exercise our gift. Exercising your gifts is like exercising your body. You build muscle when you exercise the gifts that God gave you. If you don't, they just sit there. They just sit there. I don't work out. I still got a body. But you know, I ain't got no muscle because I'm not working out and eating right. That's how your spiritual gifts are. You're not using them. They still there. They just a little flabby. But we're all gifted. We're all gifted. So when people get on here and talk about how I'm this and I'm that, and puffing their chests up and stuff, I just sit there and look, because everything you got, I got too. And I didn't use mine. I done been in the pulpit. I done preached. Do you hear me? I done preached the church down. The hoop and all, sweating, had to finish my sermon. I got my armor bearer, and we go in the back. I got to change my clothes before I go back out, and get the little offering. They gonna give me a little love token of love, cause I didn't preach the whole church. Then I didn't been through all of that. But I don't think I'm no better than anybody else. I put my panties and pants on just like everybody else. When I was preaching, I was the same way. Of course, you get treated differently when they figure out, okay, the woman of God is here. They bring you up to the front. I have my little armor bearer with my water and all of this. The visiting church, is there anything we can do for you, woman of God? Do you need anything? I didn't experience all of that. And I still go to the dollar store. I don't think I'm nobody. I don't see myself as better than anybody else. I don't put myself bigger than anybody else. I don't think my gifts are better than anybody else's, because I see us all as gifted. Some of us just choose to activate our gifts. And I had a good time. I had a good time in that season. God gave me that season was really important in my life. I'm in a totally different season right now. But I'm still gifted. But I don't feel like my gift is any different from anybody else's. That's the difference in me and other people. I try to bring out the gifts in other people. I try to show people how they are gifted. And I'm going to need you to activate that gift that God has given you. Not put you down to lift myself up. I'm not trying to lift myself up, because I didn't already been there. I've already received my accolades and pats on the back and love tokens and all of that stuff. I done drove Mercedes, BMW, Land Rovers. I done had all of that. All of that. But I have felt just as good riding the bus, riding in the back of a taxi, riding on a bike as I did in a Land Rover, in a Mercedes. I've been just as happy in a 1-bedroom apartment as I have in this 5-bedroom house. Just as happy. And I think that's where you need to be. That's when I was like, look at God. Look at how God is blessing me. Every morning I get up, as a single mother, I'm able to feed my children. That's God. That was when I was thanking him the most. That my kids never went hungry. I never had to put no cardboard in my children's shoes. When they needed something, I was able to provide it for them. That's when I was blessed. Okay? I never went hungry. My children have never been hungry. My kids ain't never been teased because they went to school dirty. That's when I was blessed. Yeah, it's good. I'm living good. The house is beautiful. But when I think back, when I think back. So, I'm never going to tell somebody that their gifts are smaller than mine or they not, where I am. No, never. That ain't me. And my drunk dad, he's always mean to me. I'm so dumb. My drunk dad has turned evil. Well, you got to pray for your drunk dad. You got to, honey, that's something that's hard to deal with. You got to understand that alcoholism is a disease. And a lot of people don't understand that. You think that it's not easy to stop drinking. Once that alcohol becomes part of your metabolism, they crave alcohol like they crave food. It's very unfortunate and it's very sad. Child, yesterday was a bad day because poor little Gizmo, he was so sick. He must have threw up 8 times yesterday. I was like, Lord, if my puppy don't eat something today. But he got up this morning and he was looking for food, which was a really good sign. So whatever it was, he got it all out of his system yesterday. Thank God. But he was so sick yesterday. But he's doing better today. I really hope that wasn't Eat with Q's mom. I really hope it wasn't. You know, I'm in this season in my life where watching people fight kind of irritates me. I'm in a really peaceful season in my life, and I don't understand why we can't be peaceful. Why can't we have content like this whole sector is starting to get on my nerves. It really is. I tried to watch Adrian today and something spoke to my spirit and was like, cut that shit off. Because I have people not liking their mother is a trigger for me. I know it's a trigger for me. If you my age and you still got your mama and you acting a fool with your mama, I don't like you. I don't. That is a trigger for me. And Adrian disliking her mother is a trigger for me. And I know that it's hard for me to like Adrian because Adrian dislikes her mama and talks crazy about her mama. And I think that's one of the reasons too why Peach McIntyre is starting to get on my nerves because all of this stuff that she's saying about her mama. And her mama, it makes me sad when I see her mama on here crying and carrying on. Because what her mother did in the past, if Peach can't forgive her, that's on Peach. That's not on her mother. Peach can forgive Wood for cheating on her 11 dozen times. But she can't forgive her mama. But when she needs something, she runs to her mama for help. That don't make no sense to me. All of this stuff that Peach is doing is just reliving her childhood trauma. And if you're going to continue to relive your childhood trauma, you're never, ever, ever going to heal from it. You think I don't have childhood trauma? My biological mother was a whole alcoholic. We all have childhood trauma. Ain't nobody getting out of their childhood unscathed. Our parents did something to all of us. I'm pretty sure I did something to my kids. I'm pretty sure I did. Because I had kids when I was young, when I was 20, 21. I was still childish. And then I went through a very horrible marriage. My first marriage was horrible. The marriage to their husband was to their father was horrible. I was going through it. So I'm pretty sure I did some shit to my kids too. But I'm not gonna relive that. Now if my kids come to me and tell me the age that I am now, I can sit down because my kids are in their 30s. I can sit down and have a decent, respectful conversation with my children if they want to do that. And if they say, Mama, when you was in your 30s, you was hard to live with, and I'm going to tell them why. I don't think they're going to do that. But if they do, we can have a conversation. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what that is. But it's getting on my nerves. So I had to time that person out for a little while. I don't even know how long I timed them out for, but they getting on my nerves. Okay, so Sundrop said, what if mama don't like her child? What do you mean? Tell me what you mean. Because if the mother doesn't like the child and the child is an adult, move on. You gonna hold on to that for the rest of your life? No. As an adult, when do you become responsible for yourself? You can't hold on to what your mother and father did for the rest of your life. So my mother was an alcoholic. She gave me up for adoption. I'm gonna hold on to that for the rest of my life. I can't have any, productive relationships because I was abandoned as a child. So every relationship I get in, I abandon the person because I was abandoned. No, you can't do that. Not and grow. That's not productive. You deal with that situation and you move on. If your mother didn't like you, go to a therapist after you become an adult, deal with those emotions and move on. You can't hold on to your, allow your emotions to be a bowling ball attached to you for the rest of your life. If I had allowed those emotions to be a bowling ball for me, I would not be in a productive marriage now because my first marriage failed. But because my first husband, was the person that he was, I couldn't hold on to that and bring those feelings to every other relationship that I've been in because I would never be in a successful relationship because I would be holding on to that bowling ball from my first husband. You can't hold on to what your parents did to you as a child when you become an adult. You have to move on so that you can um be a productive, healthy person. Unless you don't want to be healthy. Okay, Phyllis. Unless you don't want to be healthy. And I really don't think that Peach wants to be healthy because now she is posting the videos from last year where she cut her hair and she bleached her husband's clothes. She is in posting videos of when she filed for a divorce. That was like last year. So you're now bringing up things that happened a year ago. You didn't resolve those things in 2022. Like, I try not to. Okay, so when this year ends, I try not to bring anything into the next year that I didn't resolve this year. Now, if it's something like a bill, or you paying on a car or something, yeah, you got to bring that into next year with you. But I'm talking unresolved hurt and pain. If I'm having aught with my brother or sister, I'm going to try not to take that into the next year. In December or November, I try, okay, is there anything going on that I need to resolve before this year is over? This is just me. And I've been doing this for a while because I don't want to start the year off carrying baggage. I'm not going to be carrying around a bunch of baggage. People that I'm mad at, people that I got issues with, my brother, my sister. I got an issue with one of my brothers right now. But to me, it's resolved. I have blocked him. I'm not talking to you ever again in life. I resolved that. I cut you off. Not only did I cut it off, but I dug up the root. See, sometimes you got to get to the root of the problem. If you're not getting to the root, just like a weed, if you just pull the weed up and leave the root there, it's going to come back up to the surface. You got to get down there and get the root out. And with my brother, I was able to pull out the root. I knew what our problem was. And in my mind, I resolved it. And I told him. I had a conversation with him. And I was like, I will never speak to you again in life. This is it. Because we had conversations leading up to this. He had said some things before and apologized. I had accepted his apology, and he got drunk and did the same thing again, but this time it was worse. And I said, that's it. I don't do drunk, pain, hurt, cuss me. No, I don't do that. We're not doing that. And I dug up that root and got rid of the entire problem. Now, if you're not willing to do that, then you're carrying around that, and the weeds are just going to continue to grow. They're going to multiply. And when they multiply, they mess up every relationship you have. You won't have a healthy relationship. You can't. Because you are allowing those weeds to continue to grow. So if you're having a problem with your parents, you need to resolve it. And if you don't resolve it, it's going to stay there and multiply and mess up other relationships. I hope that made sense. Did I miss anybody else's question? Sheila D said, and everyone's journey is different. Everybody's journey on this that we're walking on is different. Everybody's relationship with their parents is different. Everybody is doing, and that's how it should be. We all shouldn't be on the same path. We all should be on different paths. We all should be doing different things. But some stuff is the same. The way we heal and process certain things is the same. Our brain functions the same way. All of us. All of our brains are designed the same way. They function the same way. And some people are like, oh, well, it's easy for you to say because you did so and so. You can do it too. You just choose not to. A lot of black people don't want to go to therapy. And Peach McIntyre husband has told her it don't make no sense to go to therapy. I heard someone say on her channel today that, oh, Peach said, who has Iyanla healed? Nobody. She's not supposed to. She's not Iyanla. Who life has she fixed? That's just the title of her show. She can't fix you. You got to fix yourself. She's going to give you the tools to help you, but you got to do the work. She's giving, Iyanla is there to give you some tools. She's there to open up certain doors so you can see certain things, but you got to fix it. And a lot of people don't understand that. Peach think that Peach, for one thing, don't want to be fixed. She don't want to be fixed. She has trauma bonded with her husband, and that's a safe space for her. She don't want nobody to fix her. Because Peach don't have to be in a position that she's in. She don't have to be with that man. You know how I know? Because I was in a horrible marriage. And I got out with 2 kids. And you say, oh, well, she got 7 kids. Okay. She can still get out. She got 7 kids and making way more money than I was making. And I did it as a single mother with 2 kids at one point and no car. Peach don't want to do it. She don't want to put in the work to heal. She would rather stay there with Wood. She has trauma bonded with this man and she want to be with him. I didn't trauma bond. I didn't want to live in trauma. I didn't want to live in no mess. I didn't grow up in conflict. And it just seems like, she's had a chaotic upbringing. And when you grow up with chaos, that's about all you know. Until someone trains you to understand that most people don't live in chaos. That ain't normal. See, chaos is normal for her. A loving, quiet, boring relationship is something that Peach don't understand. She understands fighting, cussing, cutting his clothes up, bleaching his clothes. Who is still doing that? And she just did this last year. Did I miss your topic? We all over the place, girl. We just talking. At first I was talking about Cheryl Gabrowski and Q. Cheryl Gabrowski having, a conflict with Eat with Q. Hey, KK. Hey, Ears B. So, if you are used to conflict, if conflict is all you know, that's what you grew up in. You grew up watching people fight, then you don't understand what it's like to just be in a normal, loving relationship. See, I didn't grow up watching people fight. My mother wasn't about to allow none of that kind of stuff around me. My mother was a church woman. So I didn't really see I didn't actually see people like grown folks fighting until we moved to the projects. And I was like, grown people fight? didn't see that till we moved to the projects. Then I was like, damn, grown people be acting stupid. Because, all of the adults that I had been around were mostly church going people. And, they held themselves at a different standard. But then when I saw like how ghetto some people could be, I was like, okay, this is a whole nother world that has opened up to me. But when that is your norm, when that's all you know, people drinking on the weekends, people drinking and getting high and acting crazy and fighting each other, but the next day they back together. When you see that as normal, that's your norm. It's hard to understand that that ain't normal. You're not going to understand that that's not normal. That's not how regular people live. Like me and my husband don't fight. We don't, my husband don't work Monday through Friday and then Saturday and Sunday we getting drunk fighting. No, Saturday and Sunday we going to the movies, we going out to dinner. We don't fight on the weekends. But if you used to it and that's your norm, it's hard for you to see something else. And I think that's Peach's thing. She's used to seeing other women get mad at their husbands and put them out and bleach their clothes and all this kind of stuff. Girl, ain't nobody still bleaching men's clothes in 2023. We not doing that no more. Girl, we putting crystals in their shoes and putting their shoe under the bed and, doing stuff like that. We ain't bleaching their clothes, girl. We not we not doing that no more. We more spiritual now. We ain't got time for all that shit. Yeah, you gotta watch the beginning. Oh, I think they out there trying to get the navigator started, charging the battery to our car because my husband went to work. Yeah, his cousin came over to try to take the battery out, charge the battery, so they can come pick this navigator up so we can get a new car. But anyway, like I was saying, I can only watch so much of this mess. Sheridan came in. Cheryl is here. Cheryl on the hot seat. She seen her name in the title. She was like, hold on. How long? I'm finna come over here and see what they saying about me. Okay, Cheryl, we not fighting. I'm not about to cuss you out. Cause Cheryl said, don't play with me. Do not play with me. Because I got a big family and we North Carolina, we throw them bows, okay? But don't play with me either because I'm from East Oakland. We get hyphy out here. We be fighting out here too. I ain't trying to fight nobody, Cheryl. It's all love over here. Like you said on your channel. This is my opinion. I can have an opinion. This is just commentary. I'm trying to what you say? You was gonna wave the white flag. Here go my flag, girl. I ain't trying to fight nobody. This my flag right here. Okay? It's white. But I am going to have my opinion. And I'm pretty sure that my opinion may be a little bit different from yours. And that part is in the first part of the video. But if you have anything to say, if you don't want to add to what happened between you and Eat with Q's mama, and can you say for sure? Okay, I have a question for you since you here. Do you know for sure that that was Eat with Q's mom? Like when that call, how do you know for sure that that was Eat with Q's mom? Like, do you know 100% for sure that that was her mother? Because you know there are trolls who can do anything, but you're not 100% sure that it was either of them. Like, it wasn't a FaceTime call, so you couldn't see them. So you're not 100% sure that it was either of them. Because I've had people troll me in the past, and this is why I'm just, really leery about talking to people on social media unless I can see you. Because there have been people who troll me and say that they were so and so. Come to find out, because I will go back and ask the person, did you call me? Did you contact me? Whatever. And they be like, no, I ain't call you. Then I know it was a troll. Okay, so you're not totally sure that it was them. Okay. That's what I wanted to know. Because to me, I think I talked to Eat with Q's mother a couple of years ago. And she was quiet, but it was written. It wasn't verbal. And she just didn't seem rah rah. I didn't get rah rah from I didn't get, I will come put hands on you. I'm this, I'm that. You don't know me. I didn't get that from her. Like, if somebody got into it with me, that's not going to be the first thing that you get from me. You're not going to get, you don't know me. I'm from East Oakland. I got 2 sons, and my kids got thug life tatted on their chest, and they the ones, and we deep out here. Don't do this, don't do it. Now, an incident did happen on social media a couple of years ago with me, where a young lady got my address off of social media. And my husband is a ex-police officer. And my husband, if y'all watch my channel, you do not see him on here often. He may be in the background. We may be laughing and talking. He's not in all the videos. But this was one specific time when my husband came in the video. And he was like, now, y'all can sit on here and play these little stupid games, but I'm going to tell you this. If you come to that address, it's not going to end well for you. It's not. I play about a lot of things, but my wife ain't one of them. This was the only time that my husband has ever came on the channel and was like, this not the smoke that you want. Now, you done posted our address. Come to it. Come here. If my husband was like, I double dog dare you to come here. You got the address. Use it. Now, the girl eventually apologized in the forum where she put the address. It was taken down. But see, she had already did some damage, because one of the little idiots then started messaging me on my email. Like, it was crazy for like a couple of days. But, it's not me to brag about. So if somebody come to you and they bragging, oh, I do that ain't even me. Like, I don't even do that, because I know who my family is. I know what my husband will do about me. I know who my husband is. My husband is ex-military and he used to be a Oakland police officer. I I know what he capable of doing. So I don't have to, rah rah ain't even me. Plus, if you look at some of my older videos, I don't rah rah like that. I'm not even gonna fight you like that. I'm gonna fight you in the spirit. I fight dirty. So I'm not gonna be like, my kids this, my husband this. I'm gonna be like my coconut this, my spirit water this. You'll know it's me if you ever get into it with me. You'll know it's me. If the person come at you cussing, that's not almost Shun. That's not her. Now if they come at you saying, "Oh, I'm about to go to the river," and I got your name on the coconut, you'll be like, "Okay, that's her. That's her. That's her for sure." So I don't know if that was Eat with Q's mother or Q. I don't know. You can't tell because there's so many crazy people out here. The subscribers are the crazy ones. Like we, the content creators, will get something started and it'll be a crazy subscriber that'll pick it up and run with it. It's the subscribers that's crazy because they like drama. They love it. And if they can start some drama between content creators and the drama gets picked up and it gets juicy, they feed off of that. They like little critters. And they feed off of drama and mess. So that's what I was just wondering. Yeah, this social media stuff ain't no joke. And some people, they love it. They want to see they want to see people hurt each other. They really do. Honey, my husband stepped in and at that point, he was kind of like, you might need to shut this shit down. Because I don't want to have to hurt nobody behind you, and I will. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to protect my family. Over some social media stuff? Like this chick had really went and got my address and was like posting it on forums and stuff. And it was a bunch of crazy white people that like legit didn't like me. Thank God it blew over and it didn't end crazy. You going live at 8:30? Wait, what time is it my time? I always get messed up. Cause me and you on different time zones. So it's 5 o'clock here. What time is help me? How many hours are we different from each other? Because I always be coming in late because YouTube won't send me no notifications. It's 7 here. Okay, it's 5 here. What time is it where you at, Cheryl? So I can get there on time and don't miss it. Cause we all in different time zones. Cause I'm in California. I know y'all know that. Cause I'll be like, oh, it's all beautiful here. But it is though. It is beautiful in California. So what time is 8:30 my time? So I can be there. So I can get my popcorn and stuff. Cause I don't want to miss it. Long as I know you ain't got no problem with me. I don't care who you got a problem with. Long as it ain't me. I've been trying to do it rain in California. Yeah. Just not often. But it rained the other day. We just didn't get any here. Where am I? In the North Bay. But it rained in California yesterday, I think. but we didn't get any. It was cloudy. Remember them 2 days when I was complaining that it was cloudy? We did get some rain here in the Bay Area. We just didn't get any here in the North Bay. It does rain here, but it won't start raining probably until December or January. We still be in shorts and flip flops for Christmas normally. The temperatures it is getting a little cooler. It looked like it's gonna be kind of chilly this year. I was in Safeway today, which is the grocery store, and I saw a lady in there with some boots on. I almost popped her in her head. I was like, "Why you got them boots on this early?" And it's warm today, and she had on these boots. I was like, "You done took them boots out the closet way too early, girl. You don't need them damn boots on." And I had on my Crocs. But the weather here in California is so nice that my plants stay outside all year round. My plants are outside as long as they're covered. The back area is covered, so when it does rain, they don't get drenched and stuff. And we don't get freezing temperatures here. So my plants can stay outside year round, which is great because I'm in a plant group and people are preparing now to bring their plants in the house because the temperatures are changing and it's starting to rain in some of the other areas where I don't have to worry about that. My succulents and cactus and everything stay outside year round, which I love. I would love to visit Cali. Cali is a great place to visit. Yeah, it's pretty in Florida. Florida and California you guys have more humidity and more heat than we do, believe it or not. It's warmer in Florida than it is California. And y'all got humidity. We don't have humidity out here because the ocean is colder here than it is in Florida. I think that's part of it. I wish it's getting cold in Chicago already. I can't even imagine Chicago cold. I couldn't because I don't even own, like, I have the biggest coat I have is a puff jacket. That's it. This is the heaviest jacket I own is a puff jacket. I have two puff coats, a blue one and a black one. My black one don't have a hood. That's why I ended up getting another one from Walmart. But that's it. Just a little puffer coat. And the heaviest boots I have is my Ugg boots. I got like two pair of Ugg boots, and they more for style than it is for anything else because 50 degrees, 50 something degrees in Oakland, that's cold for us. That's about it. Not during the day is it gonna drop down any colder than 50. We don't get 40s and 30s during the day. That's at night. When winter sets in, we may drop down into the 40s and 30s at night, but not during the day. We'll never see temperatures like that during the day. So, I ain't never leaving California. Me and my husband had talked about looking at some houses in Florida when he retires, but I doubt it. We were both born and raised here. Now, my husband, when he was in the military, he's been to places where it snowed, like he's been to Germany and other places where it snows and stuff. And he's not, being born and raised in California, you don't want to be in places where it get real cold. Like I don't have no desire to go nowhere where it get cold. I think I could live in Florida, but I don't want to live nowhere where. Did she say what time? Child, she done left. I don't know what time 8:30 is. Is 8:30 5:30 my time? She just didn't even help me. Gizmo done fell asleep. Well, at 5:30, I'm gonna go over there and see. Let me see. Did she put a? Is she just gonna go live or do it have a preview? Let me look and see. Oh, they must have got the battery out the car because I don't see it, but I'm gonna find it though. Oh, what? Wait, where's she at? She in North Carolina? Is she in North Carolina? Okay, so at 5:30, my 5:30 should be her 8:30, right? So we got a little while to go. We gonna stay here for a little while longer because I want to take Gizmo out so he can use the bathroom and get him set, so I can just sit and uh watch her show. So I think that's we talked about everything. Now you talking about you don't know, child? I definitely don't know. Do you want me to ask Siri? Hey Siri, what time is it in North Carolina? Okay, okay, it's 8 o'clock. Okay, thank you. Okay, so 5:30 it'll be 8:30. Where she at? Cause she in Raleigh, I think. North Carolina. Okay, y'all. So let me show y'all where I'm at so far with my blanket. Since I've been, I don't know where the yarn at. Gizmo, where the yarn go? Oh, here we go. I'm using this fuzzy yarn since I can't use it for nothing else. So this is where we at so far. So it's about from here to my ankles, and I'm 5'3", and I wanted to be. I lied to myself and said that I wanted it to be queen size. That's a lie. I'm not doing that. So I wanted to be the size of a standard throw blanket because I'm not about to make no queen size blanket. I'm not doing that. Because it's gonna be some other stuff like I want to make some hats and scarves and stuff for Christmas. And I'm over that. That's my problem though. I will start a project, and if the project is big, I'll be like, I'm over this. I'm sick of this shit. So I'm tired of it. I'm tired of crocheting it. So I want to do something else. Oh girl, you talking to the right person because I'm back on my plant journey. I am going to be making more plant based videos because I don't want my videos to be negative. I don't want to only be talking about other people because I'm just not there. Like I'm in a good space in my life. You ever just get to a point in your life where you're just happy and things are just going good and it don't make no sense for you to get caught up in other people's drama? Like, I want people to see that there are some people in this world who are really happy, and I'm one of those people. I'm in a healthy relationship. My grandkids are, my kids are doing well. Well, one of my sons. My other son, he trying. I'm good. And I just, now I know that those videos don't get as many views. Y'all don't like to see people out here happy. But I'm going to post them anyway. You going to get videos of me and my husband going out to dinner. And you going to get these plant videos. You going to get more videos of me going plant shopping and doing that kind of stuff. Because that is some of the things that make me happy. And I'm just a regular person. Just out here navigating this world. I like to crochet. And I like to plant. And I got a dog and a husband. I'm just a regular person. So more of those videos are coming. I'm not going to be like, I'm not into starting plants from seed. Sir, sir, little boy, little boy, cut it out. Come here. Come say hi. Come here. Come here. Go in your house. Because I know I can pick you up then. Go in there. Now, come here. I got you. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Tell them you feeling better. They right there. Tell them you feeling better. Tell them you threw up yesterday. But you feel your little stomach still making noises. Tell them that you feeling better today. Okay? Tell them you mad that people outside in your front yard, they trying to get daddy car started. Okay? Let them work on daddy car. They trying to get the car started so the people can come get it. Don't be mad. Don't be mad, okay? They go back over there and stop fussing. Go on. Y'all done seen the baby. So that's gonna be my thing. Well, let me go, y'all, because I want to take him out, let him use the bathroom and get situated so I can watch Cheryl's video. So everybody go over to Cheryl's channel and tell them that we coming from Omo Shun. Spam her comments and tell them that Omo Shun sent you. So let's go over there and watch her video and see what she got to say. And I will see you guys probably tomorrow. What kind of dog is he? We think he is a terrier. He's a terrier mix. He is a long-haired, some kind of terrier. He mixed with something. Everybody think the doctors we don't have a clue who his parents were because someone found him without his mother when he was a puppy. So he is some type of terrier. He could be Maltese. He could be anything because he's Snow White. He's some type of something. And he's got weird hair. His hair on the top half of his body is kind of curly, wavy, and then the hair on the bottom half of his body is straight. So he a funny looking little. He a funny looking little thing, but that's my baby though. He cute. That's a little gizmo. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here and participating in today's conversation. And we're going to listen to what Cheryl got to say, and we'll talk about it tomorrow probably. I love you guys. Bye.